Hello everybody and welcome back to 539. So I'm out here in the country again. I've discovered this little graveyard known as a Union cemetery, actually a Lutheran Union cemetery. So I'm not sure if it means something in regards to the Civil War and being in Union territory, or if it's just referring to a specific sect of the Lutheran Church. So let me know if you have any thoughts on that below. Although over here it actually says something different. It says Lutheran plus Union Cemetery. So I think up front is the new Lutheran Cemetery, and back in the back here is the old Union Cemetery. And for people that were related to people who fought in the Civil War, it looks like here. So I was kind of wondering why it was so deep. I've been stumbling upon a lot of places that go way back and are very thin, and this place seemed to have a lot of different sections to it, and so I was kind of confused on the way here what exactly that all meant and why it was so separate. And so now it looks like they just decided to use the front section as the new section and the rear section here to remain as the old section, or I don't know. It looks like there's definitely some mixing in the back though. I'm seeing some newer stuff and a lot of older stuff. So I'm not really sure on this one. But a lot of 1800s graves here. Not specifically seeing any of the GAR markers yet, although I might just be missing it so far. Seems like a moderate amount of damage. A lot of stones are starting to lean. Some of them have already fallen. This is a great example of something that will fall if it's not re-centered and leveled out. So it's something that somebody's gonna have to come out and take care of here pretty soon. Some things here, like this one here, almost looks like they put a top section on someone else's bottom section. I don't know that that's necessarily what's going on here though. And then from the road, I actually thought that this up here was a Woodman of the World monument, and it's actually just a regular tree, which kind of goes to show you how detailed they really are. Here's a very interesting one. I'm guessing most likely an infant or child. So this area is showing some definite wear and tear, some smaller stones that have fallen over. But overall, another place that's not terrible, but has some definite areas to work on. And this one here looks like it could actually be cleaned off and still be red. And this was a very, very detailed one. I'm having trouble even really seeing what it is that's inscribed here at the top. I don't know if it's something that will be easier to tell on camera later, looking at it when I'm editing, but if you have any ideas, let me know. And whoa, there's some glass ones over here, or some ones with some picture frames in it, it looks like. Maybe. What is it exactly here I'm looking at? Be careful, there's some wasps flying around, but it looks like there would have actually been picture frames here. And you can see definite signs of lettering behind the glass right there. And even a piece of glass that someone has placed in the center here. And it's starting to look incredibly rough right in here. A lot of these are about ready to topple over. Some of them already have. And here we have another double monument with the arch going in between. It always surprises me and kind of encourages me a little bit to see them still standing. I think it's probably one of the harder monuments to keep standing over the years, just because there's so many different pieces and the top could become off balanced, and because it's so top heavy, could easily fall over and of course sink into the ground. So we're coming up here on this area where they've really done a great job of clearing it out, but you can tell that a lot of trees were growing. There's a bunch of stumps that have been removed and the ground color looks a lot different, not as much grass growing. And you can tell that it's an area that was resurrected at one point here. And oddly, there's a base here for a decorative vase or bird bath of some sort in the very back. But I still gotta give whoever's taking care of it credit, because they've done a lot of hard work to bring it back from probably near the point of no return. The grass is now really well taken care of. And there's really only a few, I shouldn't say a few, there's more than a few, but propping up these headstones again is probably not going to be the worst job ever. I keep saying weird things when I'm out in the country, like not weird, but like the other day I saw a monster truck randomly just drive by, and now there is a team of bikers, not bikers, but like sports bicycling. Some more beautiful scenery out here in the country. A really expensive home there in the back. And then on the other side, an incredible decaying old barn here. I don't know how well that's turning out in the bright sunlight. Some more fallen stones here, and another one that could easily be placed upright again, and you can see how incredibly well the engraving, even at the bottom here, has survived over the years. So it looks like there's actually a good future for this monument here. And this one here too has just fallen off its base and actually looks to be in very good condition. But I'm not sure exactly what this is here right next to it. Just a very, very small chunk. But most likely a completely separate monument altogether. All these here are beyond reading in that row at least. This looks kind of interesting up here. And someone has laid some flowers here at this gravesite. Which looks to be from 1872. So that's incredible that someone's still coming out here and making sure to leave flowers behind. But again, kind of sad still to see that even next to it is another headstone, and even next to that one, yet another one that's even worse, that are sinking into the ground. And the erosion is so bad here that I can literally feel the dip down there. And it might be from where the casket wore away beneath the surface. And this appears here to be the final row. Again, another headstone that's fallen off of its base, or part of it as. It's actually a 3-part memorial there, the base, this middle section here, and then the actual headstone with the names and dates on it here. Again, not too hard to save that one though, so there is hope for it. And then at the very end of the row here, it appears to be this swampy area. I wanted to check that out real quick, just to see what it was. Doesn't look to be actually anything special. Just some low-lying areas. Actually, you know what? There's some headstones here. Look at that. There's a headstone there. There's a headstone sticking out of the ground right there. This is weird. This is stone, and it's definitely a part of something. Whoa. I'm not exactly sure what I found here. It might be an area where they took headstones that were mistakes and threw them away. But to me it kind of looks like an area that was completely lost, and when they were digging, they found it, and it might have actually been the reason that they found this place to begin with again. Because as you can tell from the rest of the video, it is pretty deep back in what would have been just farm field and potentially forest land here. Although I don't see any bigger trees, so it probably just would have been covered in grass. It looks like another chunk is right there. And this here too is metal rebar, it looks like, from, yeah, it's definitely metal that's been used to keep monuments together. It looks like here and there some even smaller chunks as well. So, yeah, not sure exactly what that might be, but if you think you know what that is, if you think you can explain it, then let me know in the comments below. But from the information that I'm going on here, it's not looking too good for that area, at least. But again, it wouldn't be these people's fault. They definitely found it, and it looks like they tried to do something about it and maybe continuing to do something about it. So again, just another area where we're gonna have to just hope for the best. But thank you guys again for watching. If you haven't subscribed over to the second channel, make sure you check that out. If you never subscribed here on 539 Productions, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss any of the now 4 episodes that we're having every single week, and some crazy cool adventures out here in the Midwest and around the United States. And as always, I will see all of you guys in our next adventure.